Welcome to Gauchos in 30, the one and only weekly TV show for UC Santa Barbara Athletics. I'm your host, Larissa White, and as we enter our fall athletics season, we look forward to seeing the success these new teams will surely accomplish. And speaking of successful teams, you may remember the name Chris Pontius from the year 2006, when he helped lead the UCSB men's soccer team to a national championship. In 2009, Pontius was a 7th overall pick of the MLS Super Draft, going to DC United, the team he still represents today. Right now, we have the 2012 MLS AllStar Game's MVP on the phone. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Larissa.
It's great to have you, Chris. Things are going well enough with you and the team right now as you recently qualified for the U.S. Open Cup final set for October 1st. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So what is it like right now on the team? I mean, what's the excitement level?
Yeah, I mean, it's been, in terms of our regular season, it's been a difficult season. So to qualify for the Open Cup final, it's been amazing. It's kind of, I got to qualify for it my rookie year and lost in the final, so I'm looking for a bit of revenge this year. And anytime you put yourself in a chance to win a trophy, it's a special game. So all the guys are looking forward to it, and everything's leading up until that October 1st game.
You stand as the longest tenured player with DC United, and you're nearing the end of your 5th season with the team, but it was the last season that really caught the nation's attention when you knocked in the equalizer and assisted the game winner at the 2012 MLS AllStar Game. Give us some perspective on what that experience was like.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. First of all, you're playing against an opponent like Chelsea, and you have guys like David Beckham, Thierry Henry on your team, Landon Donovan. So that was special in itself. In the game, there really is no pressure on you to go out and perform well, even though we all are competitors. It's more of a game, celebrating the season that you've had so far. So I think all the festivities around the game I enjoyed. Hanging out with the guys off the field. Even training was pretty light, and so I really enjoyed it. And then to go into the game and perform like we did as a team, and individually, obviously, I had some success. It was amazing. It just capped the night off. I had my family there too, which was another plus. So it really was a special day for me.
And I mean, it's a team sport, but obviously they thought you were the MVP of the game. And after a couple years of fighting some injuries, what was that like personally for you to accept that award?
Yeah, it was nice. When you're playing with a bunch of guys, that are the best in the MLS, they only make you better. They made my job easy that game. But especially coming back from injuries is always tough. And a lot of people can end careers. But just kept battling. I knew that eventually I would be back and playing at the level I wanted to, and that all came together last year. And you see, the result of it with my team doing well throughout the season, and me doing well in the AllStar Game.
Yes, definitely. Well, this year, back to your United squad, you welcomed a former Gaucho to the team, Luis Silva. What has it been like to play again with Luis on this much bigger stage?
Oh, it's been amazing. He's I only got to play with him at Santa Barbara for 1 year, but he was an incredible player even as a freshman. I kind of wanted my coaches to draft him when he was set to get drafted. What was it, in 2012? But he got selected before we got him. So to have him here now has been good, and he's scored 3 goals in 4 games for us. He's been on fire. He's lifted the squad. He's a good guy to have around the locker room. If you don't know Luis off the field, he's one of the most humble. He's one of the nicest guys also. And so it's been great to have him, around the team, around me in the city. And I've just been enjoying it.
I'm sure he's brought some of the beach back there too, right?
Yeah. We always talk about Santa Barbara in the locker room, going to UCSB, and all the other guys, I don't think realize how nice we had it there.
Yeah. Well, it's always better when you leave. You kind of definitely notice it far more. Yeah. Well, speaking of Santa Barbara, what are your thoughts for this year's 2013 men's soccer team?
Well, it's a rebound year for them. Not making the playoffs last year, so that's a tough thing, and I'm sure that weighs on all the guys' minds and on Tim Von Steeg. But the thing that shows team character is how you rebound from seasons like that. Everyone is bound to go through them, and I think with a strong back line, I believe a number of seniors there, Fifi Biden in the middle. I think the team can do a lot of special things this year. And I know I'll be watching. I always enjoy watching the games. Every once in a while there's a game on TV that I can catch up and hopefully I can get out to a game this year. But I think it's a big year for them in terms of how can they rebound from a tough season and turn something negative into a positive.
Definitely. Well, we definitely hope to see you back for a visit sometime this fall season, and thank you so much for taking the time to visit us on the show today, Chris.
Okay, thank you guys very much.
All right. Well, and fans, be sure to visit UCSBGauchos.com for all the big updates on Chris Pontius and the rest of our Gaucho alum family.